Britain, 43 AD, and the Emperor Claudius is about to embark on the second invasion of Britain. Roman tactics throughout Gaul and Britain was to ally themselves with those prepared to pay homage to Rome and make war on those who did not. Now, some tribes saw this as an opportunity to strengthen their own positions, and they formed alliances with the Romans. And one such tribe was the Brigantes of northern Britain. We know rather a lot about the Brigantes due to the writings of Tacitus. Although their history prior to the Roman invasion remains unknown. The Brigantes occupied a region in northern England, but there were tribes of a similar name in both Ireland and Gaul. But as to whether or not they were actually related to these tribes remains a question to be answered. As for the spiritual side of their life, they may have worshipped a goddess called Brigantia. There has been a number of inscriptions found within their territory which relates Brigantia to the Roman goddess Victoria. But this may just be a coincidence of name, as we'll get to the etymology or the meaning of the name Brigantia. The name may be translated from the ancient Briton to mean high or elevated, and is associated with prestige, reputation, honour and dignity. So this is a good name for both a tribe and a deity. Whether or not they are related is another story. Suspicions are that they may be, given that we find a number of inscriptions within their territory. Now, territorially, the Brigantes was the largest tribe in Britain, and they encompassed many sub-tribes. Amongst those were some of the tribes from the Yorkshire coast and those along the valley of the South Tyne. At the time of the Roman invasion, the Brigantes were ruled by a queen, Queen Cartimandua, and Queen Cartimandua had allied her tribe with Rome. Other tribes, however, had not. The Cativalini, under its king Caratacus, resisted Roman occupation. But after many battles and many wars against the Romans, Caratacus was now a man on the run. And now he found himself in the land of the Brigantes. Now, whether or not he knew the Brigantes was allied with Rome, we don't know. All we know is that Queen Cartimandua had him placed in chains and handed him over to the Roman army. Now, we don't know if this was a catalyst for what was to follow, but all of a sudden the Brigantes found themselves in turmoil, with a split between the Queen Cartimandua and her husband, the Newteus. So now, for whatever reason, the Newteus took up arms against Cartimandua, and he invaded her territory. But Rome, seeing Cartimandua as being a valuable ally, sent forces up to reinforce Cartimandua, and with Rome's help, the Newteus was defeated. So time went past, but the Newteus was not done yet, and in 69 AD, he led another attack on Cartimandua's territory. Only this time he was going to take advantage of Rome's weakness after the death of Nero. In 69 AD, Rome went through a period of 4 emperors in a year, and this caused much unrest. And so for Newteus, he saw this as an optimum time to play his ace card and again take the territory of the Brigantes for himself. And this time he was successful. Rome couldn't spare enough of the legions to help Cartimandua. All they could do was to help Cartimandua flee from danger. And so the kingdom of the Brigantes was now under the kingship of the Newteus. Now, after the accession of Vespasian, who had brought a new reign of stability to Rome, a new governor of Britain was appointed, and the conquest of the Brigantes was about to begin. Although this clearly took decades, as we have reports from many writers, some Roman poets and Greek geographers, and Tacitus himself tells us of the battles that continued on right up until the 2nd century. And we are told of the campaigns of Quintus Patilius Serialis, who campaigned against the Brigantes between the years 71 to 74 AD. And we also have Tacitus telling us about his father-in-law Agricola and his campaigns against the Brigantes in 78 to 84 AD. And it seems quite likely that the building of Hadrian's Wall was an attempt to stop the Brigantes from allying themselves with those tribes from the north. But then we are told by the Greek geographer Pausanias that the Emperor Antoninus Pius finally conquered the Brigantes after they had apparently started an unprovoked attack against some of Rome's allies. And it may well have been this that led to the building of the second great northern wall, the Antonine Wall, built by the Emperor Antoninus between 142 and 144 AD. And it is at this point in history where word of the Brigantes becomes silent, and we hear no more about this great fearsome tribe, the Brigantes, from this time on.